And we're here today. Sellafield is sponsoring the Unity Festival. It's a big part of the Sellafield Manifesto, which we have over here, about getting involved in the community, and one of the big themes we've got is to be kind and respectful and unity. In Sellafield we've got several support networks. We're members of the BAME network. We've got 16 other support networks, I believe. Some of them have listed here. We've got other representatives from different networks here today. They're just a great way to help improve everyone's experience in both Sellafield, Cumbria, recently we're also based. We've had quite a few events in the last year. Another one we're hoping that will be another success. We'll get more people to join us as members, allies, whatever you want to join us as. Always welcome.
Unity is the fundamental principle of Baha'i faith. Because when you think about it, there's so many problems facing the world today. Really, the only way to solve them is through unity. Climate change is a clear example. No one nation can do it on its own. It has to be a global response. When you get aggressors attacking another country, it has to be a global response to control them. The very fact there have been 4 Unity festivals in Cumbria this month is so encouraging. It's people are sort of seeing the need for unity and coming together to promote it. So it's really hopeful for the future.
We lived up in Workington and came down today to Whitehaven to help with the Unity Festival. Just sticking quotes up, inspiring people, and just meeting more people and thinking about unity.
I'm really happy that I'm here in the Unity Festival, helping all the friends and spreading the message of love, unity and equality of people.
Our contribution to this festival, that is unity in all areas, is the tranquility zone here, to have a space for reflection in this unity tree that is for adults and children, to think about what does unity mean for you and why do we need unity. And it's not just, of purpose, of rights, of the spiritual feeling and brotherhood around humanity. So that's pretty much what we're doing today.
This idea of unity, people think that if you have every other thing, all the prosperity, and then unity will come by. But really, for everything else, unity is the point to start. Once we have unity, every other solution can come about. And that's what we hopefully will build together.
So I interviewed 3 refugees in Lancaster, one from Sudan, one from Iran, and one from Eritrea, and used their stories to create a script. They then recorded the soundtrack, and that's what people listen to when they go through the exhibition with their MP3 players. So Escape to Safety is a simulated experience of asylum seeking. It's the closest most people in the UK will get to understanding the experience of asylum seeking. They walk through 8 small rooms that represent different parts of a refugee's journey, leaving their own countries, crossing borders, facing immigration. One ends up in detention, and then the interminable waiting while the Home Office decides on whether a person has the right to asylum in the UK. And it is quite emotional because it's people's lives.
It was really heartbreaking, just to 5 minutes to live what they go through every day. It's the children as well, because
That's all right.
they don't know what's going on, and they're just getting thrown over fences and just chucked wherever they can.
Okay.
They come here for as much safety as they can get. They just receive the absolute opposite. Just abuse. It's heartbreaking. It's not right at all.
No one chooses to be a refugee. You wouldn't just leave your house and just do that really dangerous, unpleasant journey just because you wanted to. And it's just shows there's a lot of preconceived notions, in the media, of reasons why refugees are coming here. But it's I know that doesn't even show like all the horrors they've been through, but just like that like aspect of like sort of almost walking in their steps a bit really like brings it home that like it's not what anyone wants to do, and the fact that they are refugees shows that there's a lot of terrible things happening in the world.
We need to feel sympathetic for them and to let them be part of the society without harassment, without bullying, without any sort of discrimination, because they have done an odyssey of a journey to come to Europe. And once they arrive to Europe, the journey is not all finished. They will need the sympathy of the society for them to be integrated into the society, and they have so much to give to the society as well. Everyone is a brand themselves, and everyone should give the best that they have to the humanity, and it's love and respect.
You need to see what they go through, because it's not worth going through all of that just to get shit to the other side of it.
You feel everything, and it's just really distressing knowing that that's what people are going through in this day and age still. And no, I'm sure we know how to stop it, but we just can't.
Well, actually, it's pretty much understandable, and it makes you like feel guilty for those refugees.
I think a lot of people in this country, all the English people, should definitely experience something like this to understand what just a tiny aspect of what these people go through every day just to try and get some safety. It's very, very sad.
Very eye-opening.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. These are all people who are coming from countries where there's war, where there's conflict, where there's persecution, and there has been no safe or legal route for them to be able to get to the UK. You can only apply for asylum when you're actually in the UK. There are no legal ways for most Iranians, Eritreans, Sudanese to actually get to the UK. So the only option is to come across the Channel. And people are willing to risk their lives coming across the Channel because the threat of going back to their own country is far worse. They may face imprisonment, they may face torture, they may face death. So it's really important that communities hold these kinds of events to actually increase understanding of asylum seeking in the UK. We need to uphold the right to asylum, the right to safety. Britain is known around the world by asylum seekers. They're coming here because they think of the UK as a country that respects human rights and believes in democracy.
We're down here today just supporting the community. We've brought events down, lots of fun and activities, craft workshops. We've got walkabout performances going on. We've got a huge 13-foot giant puppet called Eco. We've got seagulls, fake ones, not real ones. We've got jellyfish catchers, we've got lifeguards, we've got somebody walking around on stilts, we've got lots of live music at the bandstand, we've got a choir of about 60 performing. It's all about just coming back out, getting back out in the community and saying thank you to everybody for all the amazing support we had during COVID. We didn't think we were going to still be here in 2 years' time, so it's just amazing. And it's a really great day because at the same time we've got the Unity Festival going on around the corner as well. So there's really lots for people to come down and enjoy in town, and it's all for free.
In this morning, it was biblical, so we were thinking, so it's too hot and it falls apart. Right. You would need a bit of moisture. But raining too hard, and that destroys it as well. So it's been good because I'm really what this is about. Is like to do that, getting these guys to join in, so there's something to do.
Let's see. Fingers crossed. Wow.
We
delivering a programme called Stand By Me, which is about helping people when you see them being targeted by hateful or hostile behaviour. So if somebody's facing racism or homophobia or being teased because they've got a disability, we're encouraging people that might witness that to actually do something to help. We're going to be exploring the sort of spectrum of hate, because it starts at biases which people might not be that aware of, and then it sort of turns into prejudice and discrimination, and eventually if we don't tackle it or if we don't stop it, it turns into hate and hostile behaviour towards other people. So we're going to explore a model that shows how hostility can escalate if we don't stop it. We're also then going to look at some case studies, so real life studies of people that have been victims of hate, how it made them feel, what happened, and we're going to invite people in groups to discuss what would they do if they saw those situations happen. One of the things that I really hope people will take away is if they see something happening, instead of thinking to themselves, shall I do something or not, that they find themselves thinking, what can I do that I feel comfortable doing and safe doing? The research shows that if we have more interactions with people that are different from us, it reduces our natural biases, and therefore we're less likely to treat them as people that are different, but we see them as being just people in our environment.
So the day went really well. It started a bit slowly, but then it picked up a lot, and a lot of people who were in the harbour following the Harbour Fest were then attracted to what we were doing here. We had over 50 people going through the exhibition, which is a fantastic result, and they have all been visibly touched by the experience. We had young people, we had older people. It's been very good, and the Tranquility Zone has also been a great success. People have engaged with creating all the leaves after the reflection. They created this beautiful tree that you can see behind me, and the bystander training, I just come back from there, and it wasn't super busy, but the conversations were absolutely amazing and very, very important and relevant. So I would consider this a very, very good success, to be honest. We are on repeat on BBC Radio Cumbria, where there's a little bit of description of what we're doing next as well, on top of describing what was happening today. So yeah, it's been a great day.